In the sterile glow of St. Mary's Hospital's cardiac ward, Nurse Emily Harper adjusted her teal scrubs, her blonde ponytail swaying as she checked vitals on Mr. Jenkins, whose heart monitor beeped steadily. Across the hall, Nurse Aisha Coleman, her dark curls tucked under a cap, leaned over a chart, her navy scrubs hugging her athletic frame. Their eyes met briefly, a spark igniting in the fluorescent haze. Emily felt her pulse quicken, not from the patient's arrhythmia but from Aisha's warm, knowing smile. The air hummed with unspoken tension, the kind that lingered in quiet moments between life-saving chaos. Emily had noticed Aisha weeks ago, her confident stride, the way she calmed panicked families with a gentle touch. Tonight, the ward was unusually calm, and Emily's heart raced for reasons beyond medicine. She approached Aisha at the nurse's station, her voice soft, rough shift, huh. Aisha's laugh was low, melodic, sending shivers down Emily's spine. They talked about patience, then dreams, their words weaving a delicate thread of connection. As the clock struck midnight, Aisha brushed a stray hair from Emily's face, her fingers lingering. Emily's breath caught, her body leaning closer, drawn to Aisha's warmth. In that moment, the hospital's cold walls faded, replaced by the heat of possibility. Their first kiss was tentative, lips barely grazing, but it held the promise of something deeper. Emily pulled back, cheeks flushed, whispering, "We shouldn't, here." Aisha's eyes gleamed with mischief, then where? The question hung between them, a challenge and an invitation. Emily's heart pounded, not from fear but from the thrill of crossing a line she'd never dared to approach. Aisha's hand found hers, their fingers intertwining, a silent vow to explore this newfound desire. The ward's hum became a backdrop to their racing hearts, each beat echoing their growing need. Emily felt alive, her body tingling with anticipation, every nerve awake to Aisha's presence. They parted reluctantly, promising to meet after their shift, the air thick with the scent of antiseptic and unspoken longing. As Emily walked away, she felt Aisha's gaze on her, a magnetic pull that promised nights of whispered confessions and stolen touches. The hospital, once a place of duty, now held the spark of a romance that could heal more than just patients. Emily's mind raced with images of Aisha's lips, her strong hands, the way her voice could soothe or ignite. She knew this was only the beginning, a spark that could set their worlds ablaze. Aisha, meanwhile, felt a warmth spread through her chest, a feeling she hadn't allowed herself in years. Nursing had been her life, her shield against vulnerability, but Emily's softness cracked that armor. She imagined Emily's laughter, her gentle touch on a patient's hand mirrored in her own dreams. The shift ended, and they met in the dim light of the parking lot, their hands finding each other again. This time, the kiss was bolder, hungrier, their bodies pressing close under the stars. Emily moaned softly, her hands roaming Aisha's back, feeling the strength beneath her scrubs. Aisha's lips trailed to Emily's neck, eliciting a gasp that echoed in the quiet night. They pulled apart, breathless, knowing they needed privacy to unleash the passion building between them. Emily's apartment was closer, and they drove in silence, the tension electric. Inside, the door barely closed before they were on each other, scrubs discarded in a trail to the bedroom. Emily's skin flushed under Aisha's gaze, her body arching as Aisha's hands explored every curve. Their lovemaking was a dance of discovery, each touch a revelation, each moan a prayer. Emily's fingers tangled in Aisha's curls, pulling her closer, their bodies moving in perfect sync. The world outside ceased to exist, only the heat of their connection remained. As they lay spent, entwined in sheets, Emily whispered, "This is just the start." Aisha smiled, her heart full, knowing Emily was right. Their love, born in the healing halls of St. Mary's, was a remedy for their lonely souls. 3,000 characters. Morning light filtered through Emily's blinds, painting golden streaks across Aisha's sleeping form. Emily watched her, tracing the curve of her shoulder with a fingertip, marveling at the night they'd shared. Aisha stirred, her eyes fluttering open, a lazy smile spreading as she pulled Emily close. Their lips met, soft and slow, a contrast to the urgency of hours before. "We're gonna be late," Emily murmured, but her body betrayed her, pressing into Aisha's warmth. Aisha chuckled, her hands sliding under Emily's tank top, teasing sensitive skin. "Let's be late," she whispered, her voice husky with desire. They made love again, unhurried, savoring every sigh, every shudder. At the hospital, they stole glances across the ward, their secret binding them closer. During a coffee break, Aisha pulled Emily into a supply closet, their kisses fierce, hands roaming under scrubs. Emily's breath hitched as Aisha's fingers found her, teasing through fabric, promising more. Tonight, Aisha whispered, leaving Emily trembling with need. The day dragged, each patient interaction a distraction from the ache between Emily's thighs. Aisha, too, felt the pull, her focus wavering as she imagined Emily's moans. After their shift, they met at Aisha's apartment, a cozy space filled with plants and soft lighting. They barely spoke, clothes shedding as they stumbled to the couch. Aisha knelt before Emily, her lips trailing up her thighs, eliciting gasps of pleasure. Emily's hands gripped Aisha's shoulders, her body arching as Aisha's tongue found her core. The room filled with Emily's cries, her release crashing over her like a wave. Aisha rose, kissing Emily deeply, letting her taste herself. They moved to the bedroom, exploring new rhythms, their bodies slick with sweat. Emily took control, pinning Aisha down, her mouth worshipping every inch of her lover's skin. Aisha's moans were music, her body trembling under Emily's touch. They collapsed, laughing breathlessly, their connection deepening with every shared moment. At work, their professionalism held, but their touches lingered, a brush of hands, a knowing look. They saved a critical patient together, their synergy undeniable, their love fueling their skill. In the break room, they shared a quiet moment, Aisha's hand on Emily's knee under the table. "I'm falling for you," Emily admitted, her voice barely audible. Aisha's eyes softened, "I'm already there." Their nights became a ritual of passion, each encounter more intense, their bodies learning the other's secrets. Emily loved Aisha's strength, the way she took charge, while Aisha adored Emily's softness, her yielding warmth. They experimented, toys and textures adding new dimensions to their lovemaking.